Welcome everyone to my third Jungle Cup tournament. This time I'm in my home community in the North Shore. We're going to go a little quick here just because I only have 15 minutes to dish these out. So round one, we're going up against Oski. It's a Vigoroth on Vigoroth match. He ends up swapping out into his Victory Bell. We get off a Body Slam, which is either going to force a shield, and we swap right into our Forretress. Now this was the night that the charge move mechanics switched. So me and a couple of my friends ended up panic practicing. And I can't say I'm proficient yet. I can probably get excellence right now pretty close to 75% of the time. But that day it was a struggle. So lucky for us, we're able to go back-to-back heavy slams. And now that he has no shields, we're going to let our Vigoroth clean up this match. So after he sends out this Magnezone, we are just going to use as many counters as possible, get him to expend his energy, and then finish off in a Bulldoze. So round one, game one, goes to us. Second match, we lead Wigglytuff, he leads Victory Bell. Now Charm and Razor Leaf going at each other. We decide to let this Leaf Blade go and let our Forretress come in and farm up that Victory Bell as much as it could. Once he switches out, we decide to hit it with a Heavy Slam and then let our Vigoroth go crazy again with those Body Slams. Block that Sky Attack. We charge all the way up to 2 Body Slams, so that way we can end up wasting a shield and go back to back. So now we waste our second shield, but our Vigoroth is going to be able to feint down this Noctowl and have about a Body Slam and a half. We're able to feint down his Victory Bell, and now his Vigoroth is going to get hit with 2 freshly made, one freshly made Body Slam, swapped out into a Forretress, took the Body Slam hit since it's not effective, and then finish it off with a Heavy Slam. Round one done. Game. Good game. Round two, our friend Ooch. So he leads Noctowl, we lead Vigoroth. We are going to block the Sky Attack and then piggyback with a Body Slam. Now because Vigoroth is a machine, we're able to get to another Body Slam before he gets to another Sky Attack. And I'm surprised he didn't shield there. But we are able to take out his Noctowl and get to a Body Slam before his Vigoroth does. So at this point, we decide to let our Vigoroth go to sleep. He did well for us. And now Wigglytuff comes out, lags a little bit, but Charm is going to do a good amount of damage to this Vigoroth. So we're able to feint down the Vigoroth. Out comes that Venusaur. We try to switch that Forretress 3 or 4 times, but lucky for us, a Forretress on Venusaur is exactly what we needed. Frenzy Plants aren't going to do much to us. So game one of round two is in the books. We are relatively happy with our results so far. So jumping into game two of round two, he leads Vigoroth, we lead Wigglytuff yet again. We're liking Charm so far. So we elect to shield his first Body Slam and let the second one go through. Now because our Wigglytuff does hit the attack breakpoint, we're able to charm his Vigoroth down and use the Ice Beam to that Forretress. So once we make that swap, we decide to farm up as much energy as possible because that Lantern is going to deal that Thunderbolt, which is super effective. So we decide to go Sky Attack. and then Psychic. Unfortunately for us, he did block the correct move, but we are able to get to another Sky attack and burn his second shield. So this is crucial right here. Although we are at the type disadvantage, we are able to burn his second shield, and that allows us to bring our Vigoroth in, get a couple counters over that body slam, and then go to work. Because Forretress is low health, this body slam is going to put him near faint, but we are able to get enough energy to be close to a body slam, so that when he faints us after we made that switch, we are able to hit that body slam. Awesome gameplay on his part. Lucky for us, we were able to pull that win out of the hat. Round 3, game 1. Johnny Ultra met this trainer the week prior in the Waltham Cup. Definitely happy that he brought himself as well as one of his friends. Definitely made the tournament a lot more interesting. So we're going to have a Wigglytuff here. Lucky for us, we were able to burn a shield. We decide to go right into our Lantern to water gun him down. And he brings out Vespiquen, which is a positive matchup for us. We decide to charge past Thunderbolt here, so that we have a little bit of energy stored. We're going to shield this charge move, which is an X Scissor. And that's going to allow us, after the switch, to attempt to hit this Vigoroth with a Hydro Pump, which lands because he doesn't have any more shields. We swap our Vigoroth in to gain some energy. We do not waste a shield, which in this particular case didn't matter because we were able to get our body slam off. Game 2. We lead Noctowl, he leads Wigglytuff. We're going to overcharge on our Sky attack because Wigglytuff takes forever to get to her charge moves. He blocks the first one, and we go into our second. So we know that Wigglytuff is going to be absolutely loaded with energy. Whatever comes in, we're going to end up shielding and try to farm this Wigglytuff for about half of a Thunderbolt. So once he brings out his Vigoroth, we go right into a Thunderbolt here, burn the shield, and switch into our Vigoroth. So we are going to block this body slam, piggyback into our body slam. He's then going to piggyback our body slam with his body slam, and because we have the HP advantage, we're actually able to knock him down. Now in this particular case, wish we would have been able to switch, because now he has a bunch of energy and is able to get to an Earthquake before we can get to our Thunderbolt. GG's game 2. The deciding round, game 3. We lead Wiggly, he leads Vigoroth. Now in this particular matchup, we always like to block the first body slam. An experienced trainer will try to switch out, and sometimes you can end up baiting them to a mistake. So we feint down his Vigoroth, we go right into our Ice Beam. He shields, and we make a quick swap into our Forretress. Now we overcharge past Earthquake. We end up going for that Hail Mary Earthquake at this point, and we land it. So we are extremely happy. We let our Forretress go, and he ends up heavy slamming us, which is exactly what we wanted. Very surprised that it happened, but we were okay with Forretress going down there. Now with that heavy slam, we were able to burn that second shield, and that means Vigoroth with one shield pretty much beats everything in this meta. We go back-to-back body slams here, and there's still enough for that third. and that is going to be GG's. Now, championship round, 1B Machine won. Met him in the third round of the Waltham Jungle Cup. Great trainer. We went to all 3 games, and I'll tell you this round is no different. So we were so close to that ice beam there, very hopeful, but we didn't get it. But we're able to bring in our Fortress, farm up as much energy as we can here, and hopefully that's going to put us into a position where we'll be able to double heavy slam anything that comes in. And hopefully that will either end up burning 2 shields or land 1 and burn 1 shield. We swap out into our Vigoroth. We have the energy lead, so we go right into our first body slam. Vigoroth is so deadly with any kind of energy lead. He was able to piggyback our body slam with his. Then we piggyback his body slam with our body slam. And at this particular point, we decide to let our Vigoroth go down and save that last shield. So we bring Fortress in, get off that heavy slam, and lose round 1. So we lose game 1 of the finals. We start with Vigoroth, and he leads Beedrill. So at this point, we are having a really rough start to game 2. We do not shield. Now, if that was a Sludge Bomb, we would have been in a world of hurt. We took a chance. We shielded the second one. And that gives us the ability to hit this body slam here. So we make a quick switch into Fortress to tank this X-Scissor, and he makes a mistake and switches into a Victory Bell. Now, many would say that this is GG's, but he is a very skilled trainer and was able to make a fight out of this. We took some damage off of that Vigoroth, so we decide to use a Heavy Slam. He burns his shields, and that allows him to get his Raichu going. So now Raichu has a ton of stored energy here. We decide to go right into our Vigoroth to get this body slam off. We're going to let Raichu expend his energy and go right into our Wigglytuff. We didn't know what this could have been. We thought it could have been a wild charge, so we decided to block it. But we have a relatively full health Wigglytuff here and a Beedrill that's pretty done. Now, if he would have been able to get the Sludge Bomb, that would have been an incredible comeback. Last game, we lead Noctowl, he leads Vigoroth. We're going to try to overcharge here and piggyback off of his body slam. I'm surprised I got an excellent on that one. But we actually end up going right back for another Sky Attack here. Now we are going to let this body slam hit us and swap right away into our Vigoroth. That allows us to use our second shield, but have a Vigoroth that is at body slam by the time his Victory Bell comes out. Now that gives us the ability to hit this body slam and another one without shields. So we get rid of his Victory Bell, and we are able to get his Vigoroth to use all that energy. So now when we go Fortress, we're actually able to farm up this Vigoroth, take a not super effective body slam, and have that Earthquake half ready. And that Bug Bite ends up cleaning up the shop. So, awesome games. Really happy to win in my home. Had some outsiders come in and try to take the crown. I love the competition. Thank you everyone for coming out, and hopefully this helps everyone in their next Jungle Cup.